Good morning, everyone. Welcome to morning meeting. Today we're going to be hanging out with Ophelia again this morning, our Virginia opossums. I'm going to go wake her up and we can say hello to her. As always, let me know where you guys are tuning in from today. If you guys have any questions, please drop them in the comments. I'd love to answer them. I'm going to get her enclosure and I'm going to turn the camera around and we'll see what she's doing this morning. Ophelia. Let's see if she wants her popsicle. It's a little cool out today, but we'll see. Your treats. Ophelia. Hello, good morning. Ophi. Good morning, Oph. Like, I'm asleep. You comfy? Come on. Good morning. Hi, Ophi do. Good morning, Ophelia. Hi, Mom. Good morning, John. Hello. Like, why'd you wake me up? Come on, I got treats for you. Yeah, so this is where Ophelia sleeps. It's a little kind of box under a cat toy and some stuff. She's a little cat bin in there that she sleeps in. Good morning, Amy. Right, Ophi. Why don't you come out and hang out with us? I got treats for you. Come on. Come here. You want a popsicle? You want it? Come on. Good morning, Ophi. Got a little bed head. And so Ophelia is a Virginia opossum. You guys may have gotten to see her yesterday. So I'm just getting her to wake up a little bit, come out and eat with us. Even though she is a nocturnal animal, normally we only feed them at night, but she's getting a little special treat right now. You gonna use that nose? Come on. Eat your popsicle, Goofy. Hello. There you go. So she, like most nocturnal mammals, doesn't have fantastic eyesight. So she's going to get around with her sense of smell. So this is one of her popsicles that she can get when it's really hot out. It's fish juice and water base with some fruits and veggies and dog food and cat food in there. Oh, do you like the fish juice? Sometimes we'll give her just a little cup of just straight fish juice. It's kind of like her morning coffee. With how hot it's been lately, we've been trying to not wake her up in the morning. But it's pretty cool today, so that's okay. She is very cute, Michelle. Good morning, Kim. What do you think? I may put some bugs in there too. I don't really remember. Right. Is that yummy? Good girl, Ophelia. So her popsicles are kind of similar to Bertram, our common ravens. They're both scavengers. So that's why I do give her the fish juice, because she really, really loves it, as you can see from her looking at it. Loves fish. But she will eat pretty much anything. dead, alive, fruits, veggies. We give her some egg. So that's why we do see these guys in our trash cans a lot. Because they're scavengers, they're omnivores, they're not too picky. Oh, so Ophelia is a little bit, though. If her veggies are not dosed in enough fish juice, and if they're not gross enough, sometimes she decides that she will not eat them. So she loves her veggies to have a nice little coating of fish juice to make them tasty. Good morning, Stephanie. Yeah, she is very, very cute. She's so happy right now. You know, your fish juice, popsicles. Like, I'm glad I woke up this morning. A little special treat for you, Ophelia. Look at that. You got out of bed and now you get a treat. So from her name, Virginia Opossum, you can see she doesn't have any fur. Hi, cutie. Have any fur on her nose or her ears or that long rat-like tail or her little tiny paws. Her back feet actually have a thumb just like our hands do. What do you think? Yeah. Want me to scatter some food around so you can smell it? So these guys are not meant to be here, as their name implies. They are originally from Virginia. That used to be the most farthest north they went. I'm just going to scatter some dog food around her enclosure for her today. To get her to move around a little bit. Want some grape? What'd you find, Elf? My best day ever. So she may or may not eat these. So I got some cucumber and zucchini and broccoli, but they're not in fish juice, so she may not try to find them. They don't smell as gross as she would like. Wait, Miss Oak. Are you already done? Good girl, Ophelia. So these guys, you can see her licking her tiny little paws right now. These guys are actually better groomers than our house cats. So they, even though they are in our trash and eat some gross things, they're actually super, super clean. So they will groom their paws and lick everything off. And that's how these guys really help us in the long run. So they are nocturnal. They walk around the forest floor at night. So in a single summer, they can get up to 5,000 or so ticks on their bodies. And she is a marsupial, just like kangaroos and koalas, so her body is a little bit different than ours. So she has a body temperature that's lower. So they cannot get Lyme, rabies, a lot of mammalian diseases that are tick-borne diseases that we can get. So she's eating all those ticks, and then any disease that are in those ticks are then out of the environment. So that means that they can't come on us. So these guys, even though they do eat some gross things in our trash and stuff, they are still really good for us. Right? She is precious, Herman. Thank you. Michelle, she has been here for about 2.5 years. She came here as a youngster. So Ophelia was kidnapped out of the wild as a baby. So she is imprinted on humans. So that means that she never really learned what she was. She was very young when she came to us. So she has no fear of humans. So she should be, if you guys ever heard plain possum, it's kind of referred to as more plain dead. Oh, you find a clump of grapes in there. Good girl, Ophi. Turn the camera around so you guys can see her eat right now. Oh, so excited. excited. Your favorite little clumps of grapes. So Ophelia is imprinted on humans. She should be afraid right now. But opossums, when they're scared, what they'll do is they're gonna hiss, show all those little tiny teeth. They have 50 tiny teeth. They have the most teeth of any mammal here in North America. But they're not used for, like, biting meat or biting a predator or something. They're using them to crunch their food up because they are scavengers. They're eating bones. So they use those little teeth to crunch up their food. But they're going to show all those little tiny teeth and hiss. And if that does not make the predator go away and leave them alone, they pass out. They lose all bodily function. They'll emit a really gross smelling ooze from their bums to make them smell like rotting flesh. And then they, hopefully, if the predator didn't eat them, they wake up anywhere from 45 minutes to 4 hours later, like, whoa, what just happened? Evolutionary, it's kind of cool. They're passed out if they get eaten, but they have no control over it. So that's what a wild opossum should do when they're super scared. Ophelia clearly is very comfortable, just very happy to be munching on our treats. She is getting up there. She's a little old lady. These guys, even in the best care, usually only live 2-3 years. She is 2.5 now. Just because she is marsupial, their biology is different. So they're just not long-lived like us. So they have a high reproductive rate, so they will have, she has a pouch just like kangaroos and koalas on her belly. She will not let me show you, though. Just take my word. They'll have up to 20 babies at first. Those babies are completely helpless little neonates. And they will crawl into mom's pouch and attach to one of her nipples. Mom only has 13 nipples, however, and so the first 13 that make it to the pouch are the ones that survive out of the up to 20 babies. So they'll hang out there for a couple months until they are a bit bigger, about the size, maybe about the size of your palm or so. And that's when they'll crawl out and hang on to mom's fur and learn how to be an opossum. So that was the stage Ophelia was at when she was kidnapped. You can actually tell an opossum about how old they may be for a couple ways. So if they're missing patches on their backs, it was a mom that had babies, so she's at least of reproductive age. But also if they're missing parts of their fingers, their tails, their nose, that's a sign of frostbite that they went through last winter. With being such a short-lived species, I can pretty much tell how old they are. I always take a good guess. So Michelle, she will never be released. So all of our ambassadors are non-releasable. We have 30 of them that live with us in sanctuary. As you can see, she walked right over that cucumber, has no interest whatsoever. Like, it's not fish. I don't really care. Hello, cutie. And so all of our ambassadors are non-releasable for some reason or the other. In the case with Ophelia and some of our other ambassadors, they're imprinted on humans, so they're not afraid. They don't know how to act like wild animals. That's why they're with us. Most of them do have physical injuries that prevent them to survive on their own in the wild. But they have pretty cool jobs. They have to come meet everyone. When we are not in a pandemic, we do over 400 programs a year just off-site. As some of you guys may have known, we are in the process of building a new facility. It's almost completed, so we're really, really excited. We just have a little bit more funding to do, so we're really excited. We've been in our donated little ranch house since the mid-90s. At that point, we're only taking about 100 patients a year. Did you find the cups? 100 patients a year, and last year we had over 2,000 patients into our hospital. So we are a nonprofit. We don't receive any state or federal funding for the work we do. So we are solely grant and donation funded. So we are really excited to be in our new building as soon as we finish our fundraising. But they come meet everyone and go to all fun places, so they're really wonderful co-workers. Right, Ophelia? Carolyn and Deacon. So Ophelia weighs about 3,000 grams, which is a little about half a pound or so. Or no, that's not what I meant. So that would be, sorry, I got my conversion wrong in my head. So that would be, let's see, about 3 pounds? Yeah, probably about 3 pounds. 3,000 grams, sorry. Because even then, I don't know what it is in pounds. Sorry, guys. But I haven't finished my coffee yet. 3,000 grams, though. So that conversion, 6 pounds. I don't know. Katie, 2 days in a row with Pretty Ophelia. Yes. A special feature. The guide's morning. Hello, I'm supposed to be sleeping. And so she is nocturnal, so she would be sleeping and resting during most of the day. Especially in the heat, she does spend most of the day in her little hut. So you guys can see the rest of her enclosure. She has a little thing up here that she can climb up to. We have this little puzzle feeder that's meant for pets and stuff, so we'll put like dog food and cat food in there, so she has to find it. We have a little log that she can crawl into, so we'll throw some food in there. So she can climb up to that platform and then go up to that platform as well. And she has that little box that she normally sleeps in with a little cat perch on top of it. So we do sometimes scatter her food all around here so that she can smell and try to find her food at night. So it's a little fun game for her. Are you ready for bed? I keep finding all this cat food and dog food. And a really long rat-like tail. So it is a little scaly. Hi, cutie. What do you think? I think I'm ready for my bed. Oh, Ophelia. Is that a leaf stuck to your bum? There you go. And she has a little marble to keep her nice and cool during the summertime. She'll lay on it and we'll put it in water to make it get really cold so that she can cool down. For being a Virginia opossum, ideally from the south, she is not a huge fan of the heat. So we try to keep her as comfortable as possible. When it's really hot, we'll put like a wet towel on here to make it cool. So she can sit there, she gets popsicles that she's not interested in today. That's okay. Oh, nice yawn. Good girl, Ophelia. Henry, I hear you. Yeah, so she does live right across from Henry, our North American porcupine ambassador. What do you think, Oph? I smell food. Want any more your popsicle? That face. And so when she turns back around, all that white in her eyes, so that is not normal. Opossums store fat in their eyes, and that's why she has those fat pockets there. Unfortunately, she was not fed the proper diet when she was kidnapped out of the wild as a baby. But she, even with the right food, could still get those fat pockets. Just like us, if you eat too much of good food, it's still not great for you. So we do have to monitor her diet pretty closely just so that those fat pockets don't get any bigger. So unfortunately, once those fat pockets are there, they can grow, but they can never lose them. Good girl, Ophi. So we have to make sure that she's not going to go cross-eyed or anything like that. Good. Keeping your bum nice and cool. Oh, look at you. It's probably one of my favorite things she does when she's out in a classroom with kids, is start licking her paws, and especially little kids that have like cats and stuff. They're like, oh my gosh, my cat does that. Yeah, she's cleaner than your cat. Look at that. Cutest little groomer with her little paws. Yeah. Ophelia, what are you doing? You're such a silly girl. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't want the veggies, so that's okay. Try to get close so you guys can see her. Little tiny feet. I'm glad you like your marble though, Ophelia. Yeah, our wonderful community engagement specialist brought in marble slabs for our mammal ambassadors to help them keep cool on the really hot days. So, really wonderful present for our ambassadors. Ophelia. What are you doing? I'm impressed you're still awake. I was half expecting you to go back to bed on me, miss. Yeah, especially during the winter and the summertime, she can be pretty hard to see at the center if you come by during the day. Just because she does spend most of her day sleeping in her little nest box that she has right here. During the summertime, she just wants to stay cool, so she'll hang out there. And then during the winter, she has a bunch of fleeces and straw and hay that we'll put in there to help her keep herself warm. Because remember I said she could get frostbite on those bare spots. We'll actually probably see within our lifetime, our Virginia opossum start to actually grow fur on those bare spots. Just because they do have so many babies that they will evolve probably right in front of our eyes, which is really, really cool, through mutations and genetics. So that will be pretty cool to see, Ophelia. Tiny little ears. Hi, honey. Ophelia, where are you going? Want more of your popsicle? There you go. Good girl. Like, it's not hot enough. I don't want it today. That's okay. That just means that I'll probably put it back in the freezer. You're so good, Ophelia. Hi. She has a wonderful sense of smell. So she doesn't have great eyesight on top of her going back to bed. On top of her vision of most nocturnal mammals. So she those really long whiskers. She can see, but she can't see great. So, you ready for bed? Little peek at Henry. And Caitlin, our wonderful volunteer, taking Henry for a walk.
Come on, you want to go for a walk? Where do you want to go? Come on, let's go. Say hi, Facebook.
Hi, Henry. Like, there's food in there, so,
There's leftovers. Come on.
little peek at Henry. Bye, Henry. Thank you, Caitlin. Ophelia. Oh. And so she has a little cat box in there. She's like, I'm going back to bed, thank you. Yeah. Ready for your nap time? Here, I'll put your blankets back in there. Ophelia. So if you guys have any last questions, I'm gonna let her go back to bed. It's almost that time anyways. And so everyone else can go get fed and she can take her daytime nap. As always, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We're really, really grateful that you guys are still enjoying hanging out with us every day at 10 a.m. And so thank you guys so much for tuning in. Oh, yeah, thank you, Teresa. She's very much a sweetie. She's a very sleepy sweetie at the moment. It's nap time. As always, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Say bye, Ophelia. Have a great day, everyone.